Hello, welcome back, my fellow vampire blockers and my fellow humans. Today is July 27th, and we are here again to stop the drain of the bloodsuckers in this world. Whether it's the drain of your finances, it's the drain of your energy, and the most important thing is we talk about the drain of your time. Now, we need to talk about a few things, and I wrote some notes. And some people, they wanted me to explain a little bit more on the investments. I'm not going to spend too much more time on this. I will in future videos, but you want to set up portfolios that are automated, autopilot. Every week or every month or every quarter, it comes out of your checking or your savings. You don't want to worry about it. You want to know it's there, it's invested into funds, and certain brokerage funds like Vanguard and Fidelity, they'll come out of your checking or your savings and it'll get put into the stock or the fund that you want. Now, don't quote me on the stock, but I know on the fund, that's how I have it set up, where it goes in the S&P 500 fund. I don't recommend investing until your credit card debt is paid off. You don't want to make 10% returns on one thing and then be paying 21 or 25 or 29% on something else. You're not even robbing Peter to pay Paul. You're losing Paul and you're not even gaining Peter. So yeah, I just made that up. Anyway, what I did was get my accounts, all my accounts, to a certain amount where I know even if I don't put another nickel, other people's greed will keep them buying things and will drive up the economy. So if I don't put another nickel in, I'm set to be a multimillionaire with the money that I have in there. I have my emergency fund, I have my $3,000 in savings, and I have my investments. I actually scaled back some because I was putting a lot every month, and I said to myself, I'm going to scale back some. I actually want to go more in cash. I'm going to start saving more cash on top of my emergency fund because I believe a correction is coming. I believe, in my opinion, of past events, I believe a correction is coming. Short story. What happened in 1918? The Spanish flu. People were locked down for 18 months. What happened after they came outside after the Spanish flu? The Roaring 20s. People spent, borrowed, bought. I believe the cars were invented then, so people went out and bought cars. What's happening today? It's the same thing. What happened after the Roaring 20s? You had the Great Depression. Do I think they're going to be a Great Depression? Who knows? But we can't keep interest rates low forever. We can't keep forbearance forever on student loans and houses. We can't keep up this charade of printing money and think there's not going to be an outcome of it. Now, think about this. Groceries have gone up. Gas has gone up. Price of lumber have gone up, came down. Cars, houses, everything went up. There's going to be a correction eventually. Stock market can't go up forever. I actually want to go more into cash. And I actually want to start a dividend fund, through a brokerage, a dividend fund that actually gets taxed. Every month, I want to throw into maybe between 15 and 30 stocks to create a passive income. And once I start that, I'll bring you guys through on my journey on what I'm doing with that. But I want to throw maybe $1,500 to $1,000 a month into dividend funds. That's just something different. So something different I want to do to create more passive income where I have more streams of income in retirement. Just like I said, yesterday I was at work, today I'm off, no eggs today, protein smoothie. Some of you might think it's disgusting, but I actually pour egg beaters in there. The egg white egg beaters, you actually can drink that right out of the carton because it's pasteurized and you won't get sick. Some people may get a little stomach, whatever. Sometimes I get it, but if you want to cut some time without making eggs, you can pour them right in here and drink them. The egg beaters. Don't pour regular egg whites or eggs, people. the egg beaters that are pasteurized. They're in your dairy section. Now, let's talk about a few things. I don't recommend investing in dividend funds or any type of investment funds. I would put that on hold. Pay off your debt. Pay off your revolving debt. That's your credit cards. Get rid of your cars. If you have a high interest rate or you're leasing a car, you're burning money. That's a waste of money. I'm telling you, it's a waste of money. You're going to pay $40,000 to drive a nice car at the end of that lease, and you got to give it back. You have nothing for it. That's why I bought my Hyundai outright. It actually went up in value. My Hyundai went up in value because I bought it in 2019, right before actually the first 2 months of the illness. I bought it, and car dealers were giving cars away because they didn't know what was going to happen. I got a really good deal on that. My Vet, I got a really good deal on that, and the Corvette went up in value. 60 Roll went up in value. I'm sure I devalued it by putting some mods to it, but who cares? It's my car. I plan on keeping it for the next 5 to 8 to 10 years unless someone offers me something crazy for it. Then it's got to go. I don't have no emotional attachment to any material thing. If it's the right price, it can go. But I plan on, driving my Hyundai into the ground, keeping the Vet until I don't want that anymore, or it's retirement age, because I'm looking to relocate. Well, actually, we're looking to relocate out of this country. The United States will always be my home. It'll always be our home, but we want to relocate and backpack it and be pretty much living out of a suitcase, traveling around the world. No mortgage, no debt. Put our flights and our hotels and our hostels on the credit card, and then pay it off every month, and then still get the points for that. Live debt free. No more mortgage, no more whatever. Now, I rent. The reason why I rent is because for me, I owned a house. I've been down there, lost the house during the divorce, had to sell it. Now, for me, it's easier to rent. People say when you rent, you're wasting money. You're not gaining anything. Technically, you're wrong. You're gaining a service. You're living in someone's home. People say, oh, but you're paying someone else's mortgage. Who cares? When you go to a restaurant and you eat out, you could have cooked at home. Why didn't you? Because you wanted a service. It's the same exact thing. Now, you actually poop that out. I actually get a service. If something breaks, I can call someone and they come and fix it. Okay? I even pay extra to have the landscaping done. I don't want to worry about none of that stuff. I know how much I need to make every month to pay to rent, and then I live life. Now, some people are going to say, but a house is an investment. No, it's not. A single family house is not an investment. Here's how we can debunk that. When you go to your mailbox, is there a check for you from the bank, or is there a bill from the bank for you living there? There's a bill, right? Even if you pay your house in full, check this out. Even if you pay your house in full and you don't pay your taxes, the bank can take your house. You're never fully paid off on your home. Let's just say that. All your repairs, your taxes can go up. You gotta hope to God that the housing market isn't low when you try to sell in retirement to recoup. But if you want your single family home, hey, pay it off, do what you gotta do, to each his own, but I prefer to rent. Now, my cars that I have, they went up in value. Certain cars are going to go up in value. Certain cars are going up in value. You don't got to go brand new with the new 2020 whatever to be flashy. You don't got to be flashy. Get what you like. Now, here's some cars that went up in value. Corvettes, Acura Type R, Integra. You remember that car, the Acura Integra Type R? Who would have thought that? All these kids who bought them and crashed them and modded them, who would have thought they're $40-something thousand now for Acura Type R if you can get your hands on one. Acura NSX skyrocketed in value. BMW M3, the V8, they're going up in value. Most Porsche 911s, some of the older ones, they're going up in value. You want to know why? They're switching over to battery operated cars. Pretty soon, everything's going to be hybrid or battery operated. If you get something V8, Hemi, Dodge, a Dodge Hellcat went up in value. People are paying $1,000 a month, $1,200 a month. I don't understand that. I bought my cars in full, cut a check, no interest rate, no fine. I don't have to worry about any of that. But certain cars go up in value. I went old school. I went 2018 Hyundai Elantra, certified pre-owned, 100,000 mile warranty. And my vet is a 2013 one owner. So certain cars get to a point and they don't depreciate no more. They either hit rock bottom depreciation and then they go back up. Now, I'm going to close the show talking about some relationships. You got to be with someone who supports you, someone who helps you with your dreams, someone that is on your side, someone that is your rock. If you say, I want to start a YouTube channel, they don't say, oh, it's not going to work. Why do you want to do that? They support you and they say, oh, go for it. I believe in you. You want to surround yourself with those people, whether it's friends, family, or your spouses. Because people can be bloodsuckers because they don't have the ability to step outside the box. We all live in a box, thinking about and worrying about what other people say. So just think about this for a second. When we go out to eat on Taco Tuesday, to take a look at greatness, Russell Branson, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, people told them their ideas wouldn't work. When we go out for tacos on Taco Tuesday, or whatever days you go out for taco, they're sending each other to outer space. Think about that for a second. Hey, what'd you do today? Oh, I had some guacamole, some tacos. What did you do? I shot myself up in space out of my backyard. Bro, it was Tuesday. Yeah, I just felt like doing it. They've done everything that they could possibly do on Earth. Now they're shooting each other into space. Just think about that for a second. People told Jeff Bezos, Amazon, nobody would ever buy books on Amazon. Now he's shooting himself in space. You got Russell Russell Branson. I don't know. I'm probably murdering his name. Shooting himself in space on random days. Oh, it's Tuesday. Oh, it's Friday. I'm just gonna go to space. Oh, all right, I'm gonna go to movies. I'm gonna go to space. Really? Just think of that for a second. The financial freedom they have to do the things they want to do. When you're financially free, you can explore other avenues. Remember, your job will never make you wealthy. It will give you the tools to build wealth in other avenues, but your job will never build wealth for you. If you're working for someone, you're building their wealth. You're not building your own. Now, I know I'm going to get a lot of crap. Oh, you rent and home. For me, you think it's fun trying to buy a house in this type of market? Why do I want to be locked down with a house? For me and for us, we don't want a home that we got to pay every month and a mortgage or something breaks. Just think about it. When we retire, we ain't got to worry about selling nothing. Okay? Well, we don't got to worry about capital gains, an exiting tax, none of that. We're out, done. If the neighborhood goes to crap, see ya. We'll rent somewhere better. Now, here's another thing. Okay? Here's another thing. You don't buy the most expensive house in the neighborhood. If you are going to buy a house, you buy the most rundown, beat up house in a very good neighborhood with a really good school system. You buy that house and fix it up. You can't pick up your house and move it to a better neighborhood. Remember that. You can't pick up your house and move it to a better neighborhood. But you can always fix your house and add on to your house. So hope that serves you guys well. Go get it. No regrets. I always say that. No regrets. Don't be a drain on people, and don't let people drain you. Okay?